So here we go. This is episode 6, and we find ourselves after 36 games, won 12, drawn 13, lost 11. We've only lost 1 since you were last with me. We've won 2, we've drawn 3. And we now find ourselves in 11th position. We're on 49 points. We're 5 points outside the playoffs. And since you were last with me, let's just have a look at our run of form. So, we lost the 2 games. We lost to Chippenham and we lost to Dartford. Sorry, I had to count there. I didn't check my last video to see what the last 2 games were. I knew it was around 30 games, but I just had to count back. It's quite embarrassing, really. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we lost to Chippenham and we lost to Dartford. We then followed up with a draw against Dulwich Hamlet, 1-1. We then lost to Concord, 1-0. And again, the tactics for me are a problem. Deciding on what to start with. Do we start with individual instructions or just go with the default ones, and then do we keep changing? It's become a bit of a problem. So, and then obviously what we then did after that is we've gone on a 4-game unbeaten run, which is good. We beat Slough, we drew with Bath and Gloucester, and then we've beaten East Thurrock. So we've pushed ourselves back up into contention. I'm now going to play in this particular video. It's going to be Eastbourne Borough at home, followed by Oxford City away. And if we look at the table, Eastbourne Borough are 14th, Oxford City are 10th, right above us. So a little bit of a mix on here as to the quality of the opposition we're going to be facing. Obviously, we need to win both games. Then after those 2 games, the last episode, or the final episode of the regular season, fingers crossed we can get in the playoffs, will be against Weston-super-Mare and Wealdstone. I believe have already... Wealdstone's right up there with Billericay. So Billericay are already qualified for the playoffs with 6 games to go, with Wealdstone 7 points behind them. Then there's an 8-point gap to Torquay. So it looks as though Billericay have already got this sewn up. So yeah, so this is how we're going to go. As I say, tactics-wise, I've been playing with little things, left sort of, as I say, I keep putting on, this is the control possession, the 4-1-4-1 DM wide, where it's got no player instructions. I've changed the actual roles on some of these players. Maybe I just need to go back to what the default ones were. This is the DM wide one with player instructions in, where I'm telling players, for example, Jones, I'm telling him to pass it shorter. What I've added is pass it shorter and shoot less often. I got that one, but then the 4th one I've come up with is a 4-4-2 direct counter attack, which I tried and I got a draw with. So, at the minute, let's just have a look at the fixtures. I can't remember. We're at home. Yeah, we're at home against Eastbourne Borough, who are below us. So we should really take the game to them. So we've got here, I have gone in and I have changed the roles on the defenders. I wonder if I should put it back. Control 4-2-3-1. Was it 4-1-2-3 DM wide control possession? Let's try that. Let's move that. But obviously Buchanan, I want you to come there. So that just says DM support. Wing backs, ball playing defender. Can he pass the ball? Corbridge. I can't remember. Oh, go away. What have I done here? Right, Corbridge. Passing 9. I suppose that'll do. Be a ball winning midfielder, Clifford. Can he tackle? No, he's only got 5. So I don't want him to be a ball winning midfielder. I want him to be, but hold on a minute. What's his stamina like? Stamina's 12 and he wants to be Mazzala. So I'm going to put him there and do that. I'm just the only change I'm going to make. I want to leave the defenders as they are on a default, just to see what happens here. Right, Owain Jones is injured. And I need to change him with Alex Osborne. Let's take the filters off the under-23s. So, let's move forward to the next game. Oh, right, so I've brought in a player. Look at this. I've signed someone. Dean Rance is a midfielder. He's a ball-winning midfielder naturally in the midfield, in that position. Maybe the position where Clifford is at the minute. Reports-wise, he's rated higher than Clifford. He's on a par with Jordan Parks and Billy Clifford. So he's on a good National League South level and be a good signing. So he's in. He's my only one signing. I have to apologise if these videos are all over the place. I have to be honest. I've never done a massive playthrough series and a journeyman series like this before, and I've taken my inspiration from Dr. Benji, from Lelujo, and from Loki Doki, and be the same quality at all. I can be honest with you about that. So let's just go back, and I'm going to show you why I couldn't sign anyone. Let me find it. This is why. The fans have taken over. The local supporters trust have taken over Hemel Hempstead. So there was an embargo on my club for about 4 months. Mark Brooks has thanked me for my patience and says that there are no plans to provide the club with any investment. The board will remain in their roles. Under the new board taken over, he informed me that the old philosophy is agreed by me and the old board are not valid anymore, and the new board is asked to work under no new philosophy, which is great. The board has said they're going to judge me on transfers starting from the date they took over as well. And they lifted the embargo, and that was lifted, when was that? March. So basically I had no people, I couldn't sign anybody. So it's a bit of a struggle. So let's just go through. Darren Ward. Now this guy keeps complaining, Darren Ward, but look at his pace. Look at his acceleration. 1 and 1. Stamina 2. I can't play him. He's one of the best players at the club, but I can't play him. So he's just going to get found out. I mean, what do you do there? What would you do? I mean, what do we do? It's just a ridiculous situation. But he is doing his coaching badges, so I might see how he develops as a coach and try and keep him on. Another one, Tom Hamlin. Apparently I've made him a promise. Pace 4, acceleration 4. He's a backup and he's 2-star ability, 2-star potential. It's not happening. Pressure on Magubic as Howe looks to force away move from Hemel Hempstead. Ah, dear. So Howe, Joe Howe. I mean, he's 2.5-star ability, 2.5-star potential. He's not great. He's just a squad player. His positioning is 5. Yeah, he can play everywhere, but he's just a backup. And that's it. I'm not going to change him. So, match preview. Team selection. So I just signed Liam. No, who did I sign? Was he confirmed? Did he come in? I don't think the signing was confirmed, was it? I don't think it was. Anyway, this is going to be the team then. So the team's going to be Walker, Connolly, Golan, Corbridge and Howe. Oh, Howe is playing. It just tells you how much I know my players. I'm swapping you for Doyley. Doyley's better than you. Yes, so Doyley comes in. As I say, it's all over the place, these videos, so bear with me. Buchanan's a defensive midfielder on support. Clifford de Mazzala, Parks, central midfielder support. Watt and Osborne and Olide. Carl Olide up front has actually started scoring. He's got a couple of goals recently, which has been good. But these are all the default roles, apart from Clifford. So we're going to give it a go in this one and just see what happens. And then second half, if they're not performing, what we'll do is we'll change them over. So that's the team. They've only got one real face, which is a blessing. Right, team talk. Right, we're on a 4-game unbeaten run now. Come on, lads, show me what you can do to keep this going. More to come from all of them, which hopefully they'll like, and they do. Kick off. So let's see what happens in this one. If we win this game, we should move up to around 9th position, hopefully. We're 5 points behind Concord. We just need to ensure that we start well. So I'm going to encourage them straight away. 6 minutes in, nothing's happening from either side at the minute. We're up to nearly 20 minutes in and nothing's happening. So I need to demand more from the players. They're not actually doing enough at the minute. Some of them are focused. The rest are still composed. Right, we've now had 2 shots with none on target so far. Clifford's been booked. Right, they've now got a free kick against the run of play, it has to be said. Goalkeeper comes out. I have to say, I've noticed from Walker, he's made some blinding saves of late. And not only that, but he comes out and he does that a lot as well, which is good. I need to get him signed up. Right, so Carl's in up front and he scores. What a good goal. Excellent move. All started from the goalkeeper, who likes to roll the ball out from the back. To the fullbacks. Connolly up to Watt. Watt spots the run. In between 2 defenders. Great finish. I said he's been scoring. He is. That puts us 1 up, which is good. Are they checking this is offside? No, he's onside. Look. He's well onside. So that gives us the advantage, which is good. So right before half time, we've taken advantage. So that pushes us up to 10th. Right, that's been a good half. They've created nothing. You played well. There's still room for improvement. Again, I'm going to tell them there's more to come. They'll like it. Start the second half. So we're up to 10th, 52 points. And we're 3 points now behind the playoffs, depending on what happens in the second half. Let's forget Billericay at the top there. Right, so this is where we're at. We're at 10th. Right, let's encourage these players a little bit more. Demand more again. 62 minutes in. We're dominating possession. We've had more goal attempts. I'm just going to make a substitution on 72 minutes. Right, Osborne hasn't done a lot, so O'Neill's going to come in. Liam O'Neill. He's a backup from the under-23s. He's been doing okay. Fitness-wise, Parks. Let's put Koloski there. Let's change you with him. Put Clifford back as a central midfielder, normal. Right, play. And once again, once the subs are on, I'm going to encourage. They're all now frustrated, which is marvellous. Why does that happen? You're 1-0 up. You've brought some new players on. You want to just show them some encouragement. And they get frustrated. Now they've got an opportunity. Back post. Back post goal. I mean, what can you do about that? What can you do about that? Ball out wide. He doesn't get closed down. Back stick. Pains me to say it, but Doyley, who I just put in there, got caught. I'm not going to change the tactic. I'm not going to do anything with it. Right. This should be it. It is. That's another draw. So that's... I mean, we got a point, but we're now 5 points behind again. Team talk. We weren't good enough. So now we're 5 points behind still. It's all still tight. And we're coming up. We're going to be playing Oxford City, who are right on the same points as us. Let's move forward to the second game. So before the next game, I just want to go through the current state of affairs with contracts and the players. Now... obviously, I need to look to the future. I need to look at... Let's just filter these under 23s as well. I need to look at players, obviously, for next season and things like that. I mean, there's a lot of players here that are going to go. Jordan Parks is the main man. And at the minute, he doesn't want to sign a new contract. He's on £600 a week. And the club, I can only offer him £400. And he's not interested at the minute. But hopefully, we can get that changed at the end of the season. Jack Buchanan is here till next season. He's the youngster that I signed. He's going to be good. He's going to develop, which is really good. But now, before I took over at the club, this guy, Connor Diamond, was already loaned out. He was loaned out to Kingstonian. But he's rated as a 4-star current ability. He's really good for a ball-winning midfielder. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get him signed on a new contract. I've asked the director of football to do that. Whether or not he will is another thing. Billy Clifford... He's 26. I need him signed. Going to ask the director of football to sign him up. He's a good player for this level. 4-star ability, 4.5-star potential. Sanchez Watt is already signed. He's here till next season. Lloyd Doyley, I've just offered him a contract. He's 36. But he can do a job at centre-half if I need him to. And we know about Darren Ward. Corbridge has already signed up a new deal for next season. Owain Jones, I need him signed, really. I mean, he's 3-star ability, 5-star potential. I'm going to ask the director of football to negotiate a new contract. This is a backup, Koloski, who's an anchor man. His figures are not really great. He's 2.5-star ability. He's 4.5-star potential. Do I give him another season? Just for numbers, I think I'm going to have to. Golan, I need him signed. I guess 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential. Try and get him signed just to get these players of decent ability and potential signed up. The goalkeeper, I need him signed. Even though he's only rated 2.5 stars, ability and potential, he's made some outstanding saves for me. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be Ben Drennan. Look at this. All right, so let's just go in. Look at me. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Right, so Sam O'Neill is the guy that was in the under-23s. 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential, advanced forward, and he's good. Let's get him signed for next season. And Ben Drennan's got 5-star potential. Central midfielder, Passing 10, first touch 11. Going to get him signed up. While we're here, excuse me, while we're here, we had the intake, and as you can see, the only one that come out of the intake was Kieran Marshall, who's a winger. But look at his, for a 16-year-old, he's brilliant. But his passing, all that needs to improve. He's doing really, I mean, he's 2.5 star ability, 5-star potential. And Emeka Adekoya, I should say. Look at this guy, ball-winning midfielder, 15 years old. Look at him. He's one for the future. We're going to keep an eye on him, definitely. They're both contracted to 2021. Let's see how those two in particular develop. Got a couple of ones there that have like 4.5 stars or 3.5 stars. We'll keep an eye on those as well. But let's move forward. He doesn't want to do his contract. That's no problem. Going to move forward to the game. In the second game of the episode, we need a win here. If we beat them, we'll jump above them on 53 points. It's then what happens with the likes of Hampton and Richmond, Woking, Gloucester, Concord and Dulwich. They're the teams we need to keep an eye on. Right, so we're playing away. We're on control. Do we go control possession again and see what we can do with this? What have I got in relation to... I want to take the under-23s off. Get rid of them. Right, so... Roberts, Owain Jones, Kieran Harrison. I don't want to fall back on the bench. Let's put Roberts up there. Yakubu. I mean, his pace is 4 and 4. No nonsense centre back. Liam O'Neill. Easy advance forward. Do you know what? I think I'm going to keep it as it is. I've actually got that youngster, that ball-winning midfielder on the bench. Look. Do you know what? I'm just going to try and just get rid of these players. I'm going to quick pick. Unpick positions. So they've put Paulin, Howe, McCall, Roberts and Yakubu on the bench. I suppose that's okay. Right, so the team: Walker, Connolly, Golan, Corbridge, Doyley, Buchanan, Clifford, Parks, Watt, Osborne and Carl up front. Do I stick with this control? I think we need to. Okay, so dressing room, team talk, assertively say, come on lads, show me what you can do. Let's get into this game. This is massive. We need a good first half here. So straight away, as usual, I'm going to encourage everyone. This is what I normally do. Everyone remains composed, which is good. We're looking to dominate the ball, and we've got a corner. Park's going to take it. Swings it in. Back stick. Carl heads wide. That was a good chance. Tight angle. Right, we've got an attack now. Connolly up to Carl. Back to Connolly. Inside to Billy Clifford. Strikes it. What a finish from Billy Clifford. I have to say I'm in turmoil at the minute. Clifford won't sign. A lot of those players I've asked the director of football to negotiate new contracts won't sign any new deals at the minute, and Clifford's one of them. But look at that. When he can do stuff like that, you want him signed. That's brilliant for us. That pushes up to 10th, 53 points. Just need to maintain that we... I'm going to encourage again, rather than... they're frustrated. Why are they frustrated when I encourage them? Corner, Parks, swings it in. Goalkeeper comes out and grabs it. He's going to lump it up, isn't he? Can we deal with the long ball? Can we deal with it? Yes, we can. No, we give it away. They pick up the second ball. Jones, good. Watt's got back in and covered. Plays a long ball looking for Carl. What's he going to do with it? Oh, he's won it. He's slid in and won it. Can he score? Oh, goalkeeper saves it. Great play from Carl. Another corner. This is good from us. We're dominating here. Watt should play it back to Parks. He doesn't. Corbridge. Buchanan. Clifford. Carl strikes it. Keeper saves it. This is good. This is really good. And again, this is just their roles that are set as per the tactic, not any particular change. The only change is Billy Clifford. So we're dominating. They got a goal kick. We win it again. Carl comes back out to Corbridge. Comes to Parks, the playmaker. Osborne holds it up and does well. Doyley supports. Cross comes to nothing. They're going to break. Can we do anything? Corbridge just walks over and just, hello mate, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Great save, Walker. What's the point of a centre-half coming across like that if he's not even going to tackle? It's ridiculous. Right, they've now got a free kick right on half time. Walker, great save. Doyley. I said he makes some good saves, Walker. He really does. Right, so they've come back into it at the end of that first half. Assertive. There's room for improvement. Hand over to the assistant for the rest. We've done well enough here. I'm going to demand more from everyone. Some of them feel pressured. Doyley, Osborne and Watt feel pressured, believe it or not. I don't know why. Right, so that was a really good first half. They're going to come back into it. And if you look, they're playing a 4-1-2-1 formation. So how are we doing player-wise? Osborne and Watt and the forward are not doing great. Connolly with a throw to Carl. Into Watt. Connolly gets the cross in. Parks on the volley, just over the bar. It's good from us again. 9 shots, 4 on target. I'm going to make a change. They just made 3 changes, look. So, let's have a look here. Doyley, 75%, 6.6. Swap you with Howe. You already booked, take you off. So Howe, the bloke who's moaning, he's not playing, he's coming on. Okay, Roberts and Yakubu. Oh, God. So, Roberts is the only change that I can make. He can play on the right. Or he can play up front. Let's put him up front. See if he can do a job. Carl's not really done great. Play. Wait for those to go through. Shout. Demand more. Last 5 minutes. Can we hold on and win the game? Last game we suffered. We got a late goal against us. Oh no. They got a throw. Clear it. Well done. Foul. That should be it. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant performance from Hemel. Up the Hemel. Well, I've asked the assistant to do it. And look, what's he done? I don't think we need to address anything specific right now. That was a massive result. Don't leave comments and talks to your assistant manager. So after all those games have been played, we've closed the gap to 4 points to the playoffs. Hopefully it was going to be 3, but it's 4. We're now on 53 points. We're 4 outside of 7th place. Woking. So let's have a look at these fixtures coming up. We've got Truro, Billericay, Weston-super-Mare and Wealdstone, which is not ideal. Billericay, Wealdstone, they're up there. Weston-super-Mare are down here. And Truro are right next to us, so they're not ideal. Not ideal, but if we can deliver a performance like that, then maybe we can get promoted. You never know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button for me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications for when these videos come out. At the moment, they're going to come out every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 6 o'clock. So make sure you stay tuned for those. I work full time, unfortunately, and I don't have a lot of time to play in between games. In between recording videos, I should say. So having the break in between gives me time to catch up. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a cracking weekend. And you'll be returned for the last 2 games of the season where hopefully we can get ourselves into the playoffs. Thanks so much for watching. See you all on Monday.